Welcome back to Vitafoods Europe. I'm joined here by Mark from Gnosis. Mark, tell me about the ingredients that you're showcasing here at Vitafoods Europe 2023.
Hello David, well thanks for this. Pleasure to be back here at Vitafoods. So we are showcasing essentially 4 ingredients this year. First one, MENAQ7, which is our branded vitamin K2. We're coming up this year with a new identity, refined visuals, but more importantly we're focusing on the use of vitamin K2 and how we can put science in a more usable fashion with new forms and applications. You can sample gummies, you can sample sport powders. We also showcase our folate, quadrifolic, where we've done interesting research on pre-diabetes and metabolism to expand the typical use of folates, and also working on the formulation to make it easier for different formats with a fine powder format. We're also promoting Adonat, our premium SAMI, which is used for mental health and cognition, and so we're putting forward the product with a range of application. And then finally we have a biotics product where we combine a prebiotic called LEAP and a probiotic, BSCU1, both combining their effect on immunity for a more powerful product.
Indeed. On that, let's talk about trends at the moment and how you see industry trends. You mentioned well-being there, you mentioned immunity, for example. Do you find that these are areas where there's renewed interest, particularly since the pandemic? And are there any other trends that you're also responding to at the moment?
Yeah, so it's interesting, the industry is changing quite rapidly. I mean, immunity, of course, was so big because of COVID. It's still there, it's a gigantic category, but I think it's it's not passé, but it's not growing quite as fast. So there's a lot of interest on mental health, cognition, sleep, stress, and we're addressing that with our product as well. We also see some development on healthy aging and prenatal, which is where, for example, our quadrifolic is very well positioned with the use of folates.
Really interesting stuff. Talk to me about how important it is for you that nutraceutical ingredients are being backed up by core scientific research. How important is that for you and for your customers that you're engaging with?
So research and science are really at the core of what we do. I think it's the right business model in this industry in the long term. We like to think of what we do as providing 4 S's to our customers. It is science, support, sustainability, and speed. And I think those 4 S's really define a fruitful relationship. And why science? Because you need trust. You need to build trust at the consumer level. How do you know there's why trust? Well, of course, you need to make sure in this challenging environment that what you pay for, that the value is there.
And let's just finish on that point around value and around some of the pressures. The cost of living is going up, inflationary pressures. How is that affecting you and how you're going to market and responding to customers?
Well, so everybody, focusing on cost, or at least a lot of consumers have no other choice than to be very mindful about cost. We like to think of it as value, and the cost is very much to be put in perspective with what you get from your product. Hence the need for trust, hence the need for science to make sure you benefit from your product. So to do that, you need science to back it up, and you need a brand that exemplifies, that illustrates the trust you can have in the product. So we provide that branded ingredient model to our customers to make sure they stand out in the market.
It's all about trust. Mark, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, David. You bet. Yeah, have a nice show. Thank you.